Good morning, everyone. The gauntlet. What is this? Let's go with our story. Okay, let's go to Yokohama. Oh, I'm not allowed to go there. Oh, come on. He just hit you for a bit.
What a waste.
What a waste. What a waste.
And stay down.
And stay down. It's good there too. It's close enough.
Yagami-shi, how was school? Kaito-san wasn't happy about you going solo, you know.
He'll live. He can cry about it to Sugiura.
So he does. Anyway, I couldn't help but notice Skenda Law bending your ear earlier. Anything important?
Right. I haven't filled you in yet, have I?
So a policeman arrested for sexual battery might have actually been involved in a murder? Fascinating, if not perplexing.
Yeah. And its roots could very well be Serio High School, where a student was driven to suicide 4 years ago. In fact, the motive for this murder may even be revenge. Tsukumo, could you find any mention of that suicide online for me?
Already done, I'm afraid. Once the chairman asked us to take his case, I looked into everything on the school I could find. If memory serves, he was a third-year student who hung himself at home. The name of the deceased, Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah, that's him.
So, while I did find some murmurings about it online, nothing really substantial.
It's the boy
ever
from the
surfaced.
picture.
He didn't leave a suicide note or a will, and investigators never found anything salient.
So I was right before.
No mistaking it. That's the same person as the photo on Sawa-sensei's desk.
His father, however, suspected there may have been a bully and promptly took Serio to court. But without enough evidence to back it up, the system more or less spit him out. Even so, the lawsuit dragged on until this year. But that level of news hardly makes a ripple online.
Yeah, I doubt it would.
And that's all the intel I've dug up regarding the case. Huh?
What's that sound?
I'm testing a system I've been tinkering with. Thought I'd fixed this bug already.
A system for what?
Well, it predicts the occurrence of crimes.
It predicts crime? No way.
Perhaps that was a bit of hyperbole, but it does come pretty close. Essentially, this system is designed to monitor and detect danger zones within a specific area. The city itself, to be exact.
That still sounds pretty amazing.
If you say so. I basically cobbled it together out of pre-existing tech. Yagami, do you remember when I used my chatter search program for you not too long ago?
Oh yeah, that was a real trip. You pretty much hacked chatter to see an entire social network at a glance.
Yep, and this system I've developed is a souped-up version of that. Though there are substantial differences, the principle is still... how about you just try it out? We'll start with this little window. It displays all relevant chatter posts after filtering the fluff.
And these posts are all pinpointed on this map of Ijincho?
Right. It maps out where in Ijincho each specific post was made. So my AI constantly combs through Chatter's database as it updates in real time. Then it extracts only the trouble-related chatter for display on the map.
So it actively seeks out trouble? It's wild that you can program around such a vague concept.
Well, in its current iteration, the AI isn't exactly genius material yet, so it still pings some false positives.
There's something else, Tsukumo. What are you going to use it for?
I'd like to use it for promotional purposes.
Like advertising?
Yeah, since we're still relatively new in town, we don't have the kind of rep that brings in regular business.
Oh, okay.
And that is where my buzz researcher comes into play.
Buzz researcher?
Consider the glut of trends and terms strewn across social media. These buzzwords are sometimes clues to trouble beneath the surface. So, when the system picks up one of these words and we rush over to save the day, the hope is our reputation will flourish as a result.
Damn, that's some pretty intense marketing you've got going.
Well, we probably won't be paid for impromptu cases, so this is sort of an upfront investment. But directly intervening before a situation gets out of hand will build us the brand we want. At least in theory. I'm not sure how it'll all pan out yet.
Well, I think you've got something there, Tsukumo. Mind if I give it a shot?
I thought you'd never ask. Though the system's got a long way to go by my standards. But with you as a tester, I know I'll get strong enough feedback to have this baby running in top form.
So you wanted me as your guinea pig all along.
You sure cracked that case quick. Anywho, let me get this app booted up on your phone. May I do the honors?
Go right ahead.
Yeah, I'm a guinea pig.
That should do it. Here you are.
Okay, let's see here. This is just a big mess. How am I supposed to know where to go?
This is indeed too much noise. In fact, this is entropy in motion. This won't do it all. To solve this, we narrow down the keywords.
In other words, simplify our search?
Yeah, by manually filtering keywords, we can decrease false positives, thereby locating the right spot more accurately.
How do we do that? Does the AI do it for us?
No, not entirely. What the AI does is pick up on any keywords it deems important. Emphasis here on the word any. Meaning it'll turn out duds every now and again.
Yeah, that's still pretty busy.
And therein lies the predicament. To narrow these results down any further, we must depend on instincts, experience, and even inspiration.
So you're saying human intuition?
Precisely. Even in this day and age, human intuition will trump AI every time. That is, until we all become cyborgs. But that's getting ahead of myself. As it stands, Yagami, you've got the best intuition out of all of us.
Well, let's just start with a post that smells like trouble. How about this one? I can smell the trouble brewing already.
Oh, interesting. And let's filter our results around that specific term. And there you have it. See, there's a concentration of suspicious keyword usage on this street here. As to what sort of trouble is brewing, you'll have to rely on your good old-fashioned eyeballs. Shady activity isn't always the easiest to spot, so maybe think of it as a sort of treasure hunt.
A treasure hunt for trouble, huh? Does sound right up my alley.
Doesn't it? I can already picture you out there, helping people in need until it all pays off. What could await you at the end of the trail? My heart rate is already spiking.
I'm just glad to have a helpful app for once.
You know what? That reminds me. I also have a gadget here you may find useful. Can't always be glued to your phone, right?
What is this?
It's a high-end sound collector. It boosts the volume of mid-distance sounds, making them easier to hear from farther away.
A sound collector, huh? I could use this to pick up cries for help, or even eavesdrop all over town.
That's the idea. With enhanced hearing and geolocation capabilities, you'll be a trouble terminator.
Just like I've always wanted.
Now, I do have some other gadgets in the works, but I'm still fine-tuning their UI. I'll show you soon enough.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, looking forward to that. It's not on the gear. Oh, okay. It's a valuable, okay. Okay. How does the buzz research? Okay, yeah, so I'm on that mission to find the Arachnid Man. It's a bit difficult with the taxi now.
I can hear it.
Oh. It's a person. The falling man. And how I am going to help him. Whew. Like this.
Excuse me. Please.
Yeah, you just speak. Let the guy fall.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I like this.
It's Yagami. Yep. By the way... Hmm? Oh. Huh?
Swallows should be here this season.
Huh. Hmm?
Pretty suspicious. You didn't think to get help from the residents? Just observe. Do we have a fight here? You know, I'm in the middle of something here and you just want to fight? Seriously?
Really, guys?
Observe Tame carefully. But there's nothing there. Oh, okay.
Hey.
He's doing seriously again. What's wrong with these guys who made this game?
Hmm?
In the first game we had a mission to search for some girls' panties. And now, here we go again.
This
What?
is, I see.
We have this
No way.
panties problem. Yeah. You see, from the first game. Why do we have missions with girls' panties?
No. Yep. Please.
Panty thief. Oh man. Hope there's no more. No more panty thief. Ooh, where was that?
Yagami, how was your first outing?
Not bad. I handled the problem and name-dropped you guys, so all in a day's work.
Awesome. Sounds like the system's working gangbusters. By the way, if you'd like a little pro tip, you can enter keywords on your own, independent of any post.
Why would I do that?
Say you pick up a rumor in town, or hear someone drop a dubious phrase. Putting that into our keyword database will help refine the results algorithm. And thus, the program becomes more effective. In layman's terms, the more you enter new data, the more my program can learn.
Gotcha. So this thing can hone its street smarts along with me.
Correct. Do make use of the system often, if you could. I know this is a lot, but one last thing. We've also got a bulletin board for case requests. A good number of them are somewhat beyond our current capacity. So if you ever feel like it, maybe you can pick them up.
Hey, never hurts to have more income. I'll take a look sometime.
Yeah. Maybe never. It's almost time to meet with Sawa-sensei. She said the place is on Isezaki Road. Yeah. Oh, there are a lot. 100,000. Main story is the most important. Oh, it's not that far. We can just use the skateboard. Plage. This is where Sawa-sensei told me to come.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me that the teacher is involved in something.
Sawa-sensei, isn't it? Stereo High School, Class 2-2. Yes?
Sir?
Take a break. You guys
From
don't
class
say
to
much, do you?
is the
After
girl.
this is over, you better start talking. Time to tell me what you know.
Oh my, oh my.
Sir, are you okay? I hung up with the cops just now.
Really? Just now? You want to keep going?
Yo! Need a hand with these guys?
Huh?
Good job holding them back on your own.
Dude!
You're not the only hero here.
I mean, where did you even come from?
I was watching from inside, man.
Okay. You shouldn't get involved.
Relax, fella. Allow me to show you how it's done.
Hey, hold on.
Listen up. I'm just gonna warn you. I'm a better fighter than this guy.
Oh.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Right. Thanks for making them slink into the night before I could even ask who they were.
Huh?
Later.
Can I help you?
I came here to meet someone. I'll just check upstairs real quick.
Not here anymore. Oh, she's there.
Sensei. Are you okay? Did someone get here before me?
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can say. I can't tell you anything you don't already know.
Oh
What
my
happened
god.
here? Did someone come to intimidate you?
Yeah.
Someone who might be involved?
I couldn't make out who the woman was. She had sunglasses on.
What did she say to you?
That I need to stay away from this. The whole Mikoshiba-kun case. And then she said that you need to do the same.
Me too?
Yes,
And what if I were to refuse?
if you said no. Then she told me I should give you this picture.
This is Mikoshiba.
I'm so sorry, but I'm leaving.
Wait! I get it. At least let me walk you home.
Just stop! I don't want anything to do with this! If you come back to the school, I'd appreciate it if you would stop talking to me. There's nothing I can do to help you anymore.
Hey. Suspicious.
Yep, it's gotta be Hiro Mikoshiba after he got work over. Guess he took a beating at some point.
What the?
So much rubble. Where exactly is this? I don't recognize it. The corpse was found in Ijincho, if I remember right. Are his hands tied in the back? No way he could have escaped that.
What the? Suspicious.
He's in a pretty nice suit. Was he on his way to teach when he was abducted? Investigation complete. Team. The woman who gave this to Sawa-sensei must be involved in some way with whoever killed Mikoshiba. Otherwise, she wouldn't have this picture. In that case, were those guys just now the ones who killed Mikoshiba? But why would they come after me when the police have already kicked off their own investigation and everything?
Still so many unanswered questions.
Now we have Toshiro Ehara here. That's the teacher. Oh, the falling man.
That would be the white mask of the Yokohama Liumang. These guys would break your knees for the right price.
So they're just a bunch of thugs for hire?
Pretty much.
Well, anything else I can do for you?
I've earned something of a reputation here in this town. But you've got a face I haven't seen anywhere before. Why are these goons picking a fight with you? Got any ideas?
I've got a hunch, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
A tightwad, huh? Didn't I just bail your ass out?
A handyman?
It's Kuwana. You got trouble here, I'm the one you call. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. I can handle shit the cops won't deal with either.
Handyman.
Not exactly a service I'm in need of at the moment. Crossing that line is tough, and I prefer to do it myself.
Oh, really? And what line of work would that be?
I'm a private detective in Kamurocho. What is it now?
Some competition just showed up on my turf and made a scene, man. How would you feel if the situation was reversed? You wouldn't tolerate any disrespect, would you? So state your name, and then you say, "Sorry, Kuwana, I made a bit of a ruckus here."
Exactly how high up the food chain is a handyman in this town?
I'm just trying to teach you some manners.
People let you teach manners around here? You can't even exchange cards right.
I see you know how to block a kick. So let's move on to the next part.
Are you sure?
Don't let me down now. Now that's fancy. How's this? Hey, what else you got? Bring it on!
Let's go. You need to listen. Come get some.
Better than I was expecting.
Right back at you. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Hey, you want to tone it down? Or you want another lesson?
I'm listening.
You don't know when to give up.
Time's up, both of you. The cops are almost here.
What the? Sugiura-kun?
You know each other?
After we get out of here. Come on, let's use the back way. Seriously? How do a couple of grown-ass men end up bickering like that?
I was just finishing what he started.
Yeah. And you can thank Sugiura-kun here that you're still standing.
How do you even know this guy?
Kawana-san's our senpai here in Ijincho. He's the local handyman. He's got tons of connections both above and below ground. So, definitely a higher tier of service than us.
Have you been working together?
No, but we did pay our respects before we opened our office. Bowed our heads, asked for his blessing, all that.
Unlike someone, Sugiura-kun knows his manners.
Settle down. So, Top, who were those idiots back there?
Kawana-san says they're a gang. The Yokohama Liumang.
Specifically, Liumang assassins, called the White Masks. They were surprisingly inept back there, though.
Nah, they just didn't know who they crossed.
Hold up, assassins? Why would someone put a hit out on Yagami-san?
Maybe they were just out to scare you. I mean, I doubt even the Liumang would take someone out in public. They don't like crowds.
Whatever the case, can you find out who hired them? I prefer to know who wants me dead.
No can do. Even they don't know their clients. They get all their gigs piped in from the dark web. Good news is, you can hire them yourself, too. Want me to hit them up for you?
No thanks. I'm good on the contract killing front.
Man, oh man. What kind of shit did you step in? If you're gonna make a mess in this town, I want in. Some things are better left to the locals. Especially when it starts turning gray.
Fine by me.
What is?
Having someone around who knows the ins and outs of Ijincho, man. Besides, don't you owe him for saving your ass from the White Masks?
He didn't save my ass.
Pull the stick out, buddy. I can tell he's cool. Yo, wanna grab a drink? On me.
Now here's a kindred spirit. You're on, but I'm getting round two.
See? I knew you weren't half bad.
Wait, you don't mean now, do you?
You coming with, Tuck?
Nah, not tonight. I'm heading back to the agency. Got a few things to sort out.
Your loss. As they say, always take what comes, never chase what leaves.
My thoughts exactly. Except maybe a little more fancy.
It's like we're already old friends.
Guess I'm making the track back to 99 alone. Okay.
Huh?
Man in Black. It's the hermit. Extracting the past.
Hey! Yeah.
Huh?
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Why they didn't put voice acting in the side quests?
Gotcha.
Only hey, got you. Eh. Oh, just a second. I have to use the extract here.
Yep.
I don't want to read everything.
Huh?
It's just a
I see.
side quest I don't care about.
Yep.
If there were voice acting, yeah. I'd definitely leave that. But if there's none... What? That's a fish soup. What's that? Oh my god.
Huh.
A recipe. Oh, and I can make now.
Yep.
Oh, that's a lot of money. I can purchase a lot of things around here. Super strength. So many materials. Eye of the Dragon. Mysterious ground. Skills. Oh, almost 20k. Health boost. Increase maximum health. Let's learn the ones Up to 5k. Boost attack. There's only 4k now. Now let's see over here. Drunken, I'm not drinking. Burst attack, burst dodge. Okay. Let's just eat something. Not so much health. A bit of health. That's full health, my friend. Where do we have to go? Oh, there are side quests already.
It's hard to imagine. And you're saying Sawa-sensei was given this picture?
Right. And it must have really shaken her up. She wouldn't even stick around to have a chat. Some mysterious woman handed her the photo. She's gotta be linked to Hiro Mikoshiba's murder in one way or another. If I had to guess, she's working with or for Ehara. But I couldn't tell you how they're connected.
It might even be that
I
she's
think
the one
it's
who
the
hired
girl
the
from
Yokohama Leon
class
to attack you
2.
at that restaurant. If they're telling you to drop the Mikoshiba case, they're connected too.
A threat like that might have worked on a run-of-the-mill detective in over his head.
But how do you think you even got on their radar at all, Yagami-shi? Mikoshiba's case is so big they needed hired muscle to stop you?
If I'm that much of a thorn in their side, the police investigation is worse.
Yeah, that's true. Even if they stop you in your tracks, Kanagawa police would just pick up the trail right where you left off.
I have to figure, I'm not the one they were really there to threaten into staying silent. It was Sawa-sensei. 4 years ago when Toshiro Ehara killed himself. Apparently, she thought Mikoshiba was the one bullying him. I set up that meeting with her so she could tell me more about what really happened at the time. But as of now, someone's pretty bent on making sure she doesn't reveal that. That'd be my guess.
Well, if that's the case, I'm afraid their threats were actually pretty effective. Sawa-sensei's lips are sealed now. There's not much we can really do about it.
Don't worry. I'm not near done yet. Besides, they've already made one big mistake.
Yeah?
They hired a gang thinking they could scare a detective off the scent. No way in hell they're expecting me to double down even harder on it.
You're totally right. That was a rather massive oversight on their part.
That night, the news broke on every channel and across the internet that the corpse found in Ijincho had been identified. Every student, teacher, and faculty member at Seiryo High School would know how Hiro Mikoshiba died. The details were heartbreaking, and a lot of lives were about to be turned upside down.
Okay. Chapter 4, that was a short chapter. I can't believe this.
The alleged bully, Hiro Mikoshiba, turns up dead. There is no mistaking the motive in his murder. As Yagami looks into the heart of the matter, a suicide 4 years prior, he is met with brutal backlash from the underworld. Why does Yagami face resistance at every turn? As night falls over Ijincho, the answer slips further into darkness.
A red knife.
Yes, we have grief counselors on site.
Hello. You've reached
Yes.
Seiryo High School. Yes. It's tragic news. Mikoshiba-kun was one of our student teachers here, and the school is coping with it as best we can.
Of course. Yes, our parents and guardians have every right to be upset about this. Yes. Oh, yes.
Now to the murder victim found in Izazaki, Ijincho.
Yes.
Authorities announced that they have identified the body as Hiro Mikoshiba, a student teacher at Seiryo High School. Autopsy reports indicate the cause of death was blood loss from a sharp object. Mikoshiba was reported as a missing person 2 months
So,
ago in October.
what's the plan today, fellas? Honest, this hangover is kicking my ass. I'm gonna be kinda useless.
Maybe don't drink until sunrise.
That's no good. Without you, Kaito-san, who's gonna be the brains of this whole operation?
You'll have to manage, man.
I figure I'll head back to Seiryo High today. I should check in on Sawa-sensei, see how she's holding up.
She's got a lot on her shoulders now, huh? Pretty teacher like her doesn't deserve it.
Right from the outset, Sawa-sensei flat out denied that Mikoshiba ever bullied Toshiro Ehara. But then we learned she confronted him about his actions 4 years ago. Which means she was starting to suspect he was the bully.
Then some chicken shades shows up, makes some threats, and suddenly teacher's lips are sealed shut, huh?
Whoever she was, she has to be involved with the murder. How else could she have Mikoshiba's picture from right before he died?
It's almost like the killer was trying to hide any trace of bullying. And if so, that's pretty bizarre.
Why is that?
I mean, if Mikoshiba really was the bully, why bother covering that up? Wouldn't it work in their favor if word of that spread? That way the murder would be, don't know, more justified?
Yeah, I do see the logic there.
Okay. But what gets me is, why would Sawa-sensei change her answer like that?
Have you considered she may have been pressured to hide the truth? Perhaps by an overcautious superior? I wouldn't put it past Chairman Okuda to pull something like that.
I doubt he has that kind of sway over her, though. Sawa-sensei doesn't exactly mince words with him. Guess we'll have to ask her directly if we really want to know.
Yeah, but didn't she make it pretty clear you need to keep your distance?
What kind of a detective would I be if I gave up because of that?
Point taken. Well, is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, sure is. Help me kick this damn hangover.
Say what?
Might as well hang back, Sugiura. Only I can get in and out of the school without raising a red flag right now.
Man, why am I stuck babysitting the drunk gorilla while you get to go have fun?
The drunk gorilla. Okay, we are going back here to the high school. Looks like school's out already. I gotta go check on Sawa-sensei. Oh, where was that? To the second floor, I think. Yep.
Excuse me, Yagami-san?
Huh? Koda-san, what's up? Did a teacher call you over?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you.
Okay.
I saw it on the news earlier. Mikoshiba-sensei was killed. But you already knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I figured you knew something.
Guess that's why you've been asking about him. You should have told us, man.
I couldn't. I knew how hard you guys would have taken it.
You know who did it? I mean, a lot for us to know. Seeing how he looked after us and all.
We're still in the dark about that, mostly. Unless you guys have any leads. All we have to go on is he was probably killed soon after he stopped going to class.
So, he really was murdered.
He said on TV it took them 2 months to find the body. Could that mean it happened on the day he went missing?
A good theory, Matsun, but you're starting to sound like one of those mystery club geeks.
Oh, what did Sawa-sensei tell you? She give you anything solid?
Nah, we didn't really get into it yesterday. Way too many, other things came up.
Damn. It's just...
Hmm.
It's hard hearing all this, man. Will you at least keep us posted if you find out anything?
No promises, I'm afraid. But hey, I'm glad you guys are warming up to me.
I'm Matsui, by the way.
That's more like it.
They are so involved.
Could you keep me in the loop too? I didn't like Mikoshiba-sensei much, but I never imagined this. Now I'm kinda conflicted about the whole thing.
I get that.
Anyway, I should get going.
Hey, Sawa-sensei?
Look, I know I can't keep you off campus.
I don't have that kind of authority. But would you please stop bothering me?
Can you at least tell me what happened yesterday?
Enough! How many times must I repeat myself?
She's not gonna give me the time of day if it keep pushing like this. Guess I have to make do with just checking on her. I wonder if this picture of Mikoshiba was taken where they found the body. This location must be somewhere in Ijincho, and if I'm going to stay on this case, I need to look into everything.
Hey, Tsukumo? It's me. You think you could pin down where Mikoshiba's body was discovered?
Of course. In fact, I could do that pretty quickly. What? Did you want to go there now?
That's the idea.
Okay, but do note that it's been a few days since they found him. The police may have already scooped up the evidence.
Yeah, but I want to check it out anyway. Then I can decide if it was a waste of time.
In other words, you've got a detective's intuition? What a superpower to have. Okay, here we go. They found Mikoshiba's body in an abandoned building near Sakura River. It's near a small park. On the second floor of the building, specifically. The first floor is just a bunch of empty boutiques.
You're the man, Tsukumo. Thanks.
It's not that far. An abandoned building near the Sakura River. This must be where Mikoshiba's body was found. Locked. The lock looks easy to break, but it's still daytime and there are people around. I should see if there's another way in. And that window is closed. Oh, that one. That window's open, but it looks impossible to get there. Seems like sneaking in from the front is out of question. I should check the side of the back of the building. What? Oh, I can go in there, okay.
Hey.
Broken fencing, huh? I think I can get through with a little effort. I'll have to head through the rear of the building. Well, if the front won't work, I'll just have to improvise. Made my way through it. Now hopefully there's a way in on this side. An open window, I can use it to sneak in. I need something to give me a boost if I'm gonna climb up there. Let's see if I can find something.
What the?
It is good, I can climb up from this spot. You can get through these areas by taking a running start and then pressing at the exact right time. You can cross large gaps, press, and then circle. Oh man. Can you cross over, please? Oh, seriously? I can do that. Oh, okay, I see it's down. It's over here, okay. Mysterious fruit.
Hello? Anybody here? Coming through. Now, where exactly was the body? There's gotta be some clues that'll give me that.
It was right there. I can use that here. Can I jump? Yup.
Huh? Are these burn marks? Hey.
Burn marks on the floor, and it looks like there's red powder dusted on the surface. This black stain has gotta be blood, so is this where Mikoshiba body was?
Suspicious.
Countless footprints. Police must have brought a ton of people to search the place.
Hey, what the?
This building's a pile of rubble. Feels like it's been left around with being taken down. Okay, the same. That arrow must indicate the body's location. I guess the killer liked to have everything lined up. This building matches up with the photo, so Mikoshiba was alive when he was brought here. Which means this isn't just where his body was dumped, it's where the murder actually happened.
Huh?
Oh, that's the police. Someone's coming. Crap, the cops just had to come back to the scene now.
Hey, I heard something. Who's there? State your name and purpose.
Well...
Get some backup over here.
Hey, now, wait a second. Can we maybe talk this out?
Put your hands up and turn around. Who are you and what were you up to? Takayuki Yagami. The Yagami Detective Agency.
Yeah, in Kamurocho.
Weren't you the guy at Seirio yesterday? I could have sworn I saw your face there.
Huh? Maybe.
The name's Watanabe. Kanagawa PD Division 1. Charmed, I'm sure. This fella here is Sakurai.
Sup?
So, you think barging into a crime scene was a real bright idea?
What? I thought you guys were done here. I figured I could take a look around. What?
You wouldn't happen to be working with Genda Law, would you?
Huh?
You hear on Shirosaki-sensei's business? Saori Shirosaki, right? The grouchy one.
Okay, how'd you know?
Well, it started when Mikoshiba's body turned up. Once our investigation kicked off, we found out about that pervert cop in Tokyo. Seems he knew where the body would be. But when we went to go see him, HQ pumped the brakes. They said no interviews on this one. Much to our amusement, we ended up being directed to Shirosaki, the perv's lawyer.
So these cops met with Saori-san to learn about the Ehara incident.
The being that Genda Law office is in Kamurocho, and you're a Kamurocho detective working her case. That means either the two of you are connected, or I'm really losing my touch.
Well, you've certainly got my number. Now that you know, how about taking these cuffs off?
Smooth, but the jury's still out on you, pal. First, you got any thoughts on all that?
On anything specific?
The part about HQ locking us out of interviewing Ehara, smart guy. Here we are with a material witness who, it turns out, knew about a corpse rotting away for 2 months. And those Tokyo chuckleheads just shut us out. Balls even for those tight asses.
When he say HQ, I'm assuming that's Tokyo PD. Seems they're stepping on the local police toes. Any crimes that happen in Jinsho fall under Kanagawa PD's jurisdiction, not Tokyo's, which explains why Watanabe here might be ticked off.
Ehara was Tokyo PD, so wouldn't they want to protect him? They probably want it handled discreetly.
Nah, if only it were that simple. This isn't about protection. They get burnt real bad if they tried to bury this shit under the rug. Besides, not only is this cop a nasty creep, he's got ties to a fucking murder. Another prefecture blows the lid on that, the top brass may as well kiss their jobs goodbye. Heads would roll. They've got to wash the shit stains off their laundry to keep their asses clean.
Yeah, I could see how that makes sense.
Anyway, so HQ told us their boys would look into Ehara. What we had to do was hand them our notes on the murder. Can you believe that crap? Like hell we're gonna bend over for them. But look where that's got us. Now nobody's interrogated Ehara.
Are Kanagawa and Tokyo PD really fighting over who gets the credit? Don't tell me they're that petty.
Like you wouldn't believe. Well, the higher-ups play intel hoarding games. Ehara's just sitting pretty. Shit. The cop's supposed to be chasing down the perps. Instead, here I am with my hands tied, bitching to a PI.
So I'm your therapist now.
was gonna take you down to the station and put the squeeze on you. But if you're a half-decent detective, maybe we could collaborate.
Oh yeah?
I mean, you came all the way from Kamurocho to sniff around here, right? I highly doubt you found much. But tell me something I don't know and maybe the cuffs will fall off.
You proposing a deal?
Depends on if what you've got is worth making one.
This is going to be such a waste of time, but I want some info from these cops myself. Probably best to collaborate with these guys and give them a little more insight.
Okay, how about this?
What the hell?
Hiro Mikoshiba? Was this taken here? Right before he died?
Where did you get this? What kind of shit you trying to pull?
I could tell you better with the cuffs off.
You're craftier than I thought. Fine, let him loose. Alright, let me get this straight. Right before you met up with this Seiryo High teacher, a strange woman showed up with this photo?
Yeah, I couldn't get a good look at her. But it seems whatever threat she made worked. Sawa-sensei wouldn't say a thing after that.
Saw was the one who supervised Mikoshiba for his student teaching program.
I know that. So, this woman you're talking about must have had it in with the culprits. You know, they were working in a group.
That's quite a revelation. What makes you so sure about that?
Sakurai, show him the photo of the body. And spare me the protocol lecture. I'm sick of this going nowhere. If Hotshot here is gonna look into Ehara for us, we may as well take advantage of it.
You're the boss, Nabe-san.
This had to be 2 months after his death. The body looks pretty decayed.
Mikoshiba was last seen alive 2 months ago, October 7th, 6:30 a.m. He was talking to his mother as he exited their house back in the city. Since there were no other sightings of him, it's likely he was abducted a short ways from his home. This had to be done by vehicle, as common sense would tell us. So there must have been at least 2 suspects, a driver and a handler. If it were me, I'd have put 3 on the job.
So that's why you figured it was a group effort. Sounds logical to me.
Mm-hmm. Now, according to the autopsy report, they found food in the poor guy's stomach. Based on how digested it was, we can assume he was killed at least an hour after breakfast, putting it around 7:30. And not long after, he was brought here. His throat was slit with a knife. Get all that, Hotshot?
So on the day Mikoshiba went missing, he was abducted near his home and he was killed right here not earlier than 7:30.
What was our friend Ehara doing at that time? The old perv was walking through Ikebukuro's ticket gates around 7:43 a.m. This was stated in court and corroborated by multiple security tapes.
But if that's true, he couldn't possibly have killed Mikoshiba. It's 30 kilometers between here and Ikebukuro.
Yeah, that's the meat of his alibi. Yet somehow he knew Mikoshiba's body would be discovered 2 months after his arrest, despite being in custody the whole time. So there's no doubt he's connected to the killers. Just put the screws to him, he'd squeal. Damn it, HQ! Why the hell are we out here working the site if it's already been picked clean?
All right, Nabe-san. Deep breaths.
Yeah. But do you see why we've got to get someone in to talk to Ehara? Hell, beg Shirosaki-sensei for a visit if you have to. HQ can't say squat about his attorney visiting.
Hell of a cop, we only just met and I'm halfway to becoming his gopher. And then again, I guess I do the same thing.
What you said raises some questions of my own, about the crime scene and the body.
Oh yeah? Ask away then.
Now here's a chance to get some pertinent facts. I need to ask what evidence the police collected from this scene. Whoa. Regarding the time of death,
How narrow is the window for Mikoshiba's estimated time of death?
Based on how digested his breakfast was, he was killed somewhere between 7:30 and noon on the morning of October 7th.
Pretty impressed you can narrow it down like that with a 2-month-old corpse.
Yeah, well, the window gets much bigger if we consider the possibility that the killers forced Mikoshiba to eat. At any point after the kidnapping, they could have made him eat a typical Mikoshiba family breakfast.
It's possible. All they had to do was make him say what he usually eats.
Good. We're on the same page. Now, if we take into account the decomposition of the body, Mikoshiba's estimated time of death actually ranges from 7:30 a.m. on October 7th all the way to the end of that month. So about 3 weeks.
3 weeks? That's a massive gap. Can't we narrow it down further?
The body's just too decomposed to do that. But expand the time frame all you want. Ehara was in custody through the whole thing, so he couldn't have done the deed.
Right. He spent 2 months behind bars. Hate to think a different crime got him such a strong alibi.
In any case, someone else killed Mikoshiba. If we could just get in the same room as him, we'd know who that is.
What else? I need to find out everything the police collected from this crime scene. Cause of death?
What was the victim's cause of death? The news called it a massive hemorrhage.
Yep. They slit his throat and let him bleed to death. After tying him to a chair, the killer stood behind him. Lifting his chin with his left hand, his right hand slid the knife.
Sounds like you guys have that bit on lockdown, huh?
It's one of the few things we're sure of.
What else? Burn marks?
I noticed the burn marks on the floor in the shape of an arrow. What's with that?
Somebody lit flares here, ones that shoot red smoke. It was only a matter of time before the fire department got called, and they're the ones who stumbled on the body. Pretty obvious the culprit set up a smoke signal to make sure the body got found. They probably had the timing all worked out with Ehara so he could predict the body's discovery from maximum impact. And that's exactly what he did, just as the judge handed down the sentence.
What would be the point of that, though?
For all I know, he just wanted to blow everyone's minds.
State of the body?
What shape was the body in when it was found?
Full of maggots and decomposing bad. His hands were zip-tied behind the chair, securing him in place. The cause of death was the throat wound, but before that, they really worked him over. Rough way for the guy to go.
Damn.
They even broke all his fingers. On both hands.
That sounds painful.
Fucked up, right? I'm guessing a professional did this. Could be Yakuza, could be Mafia. Take your pick. We've got some guys checking that angle out too, just to make sure there's no stone left unturned.
Building owner?
Doesn't this place have a manager? I'm sure it wasn't always like this.
There is a property owner. He's been around Ijincho forever, but the building's been deserted for 2 years. Apparently, there was a padlock to keep the homeless out, but it was long gone by the time they found the body. Broken by the killers, most likely.
Murder weapon?
Has the murder weapon been found?
No. There were no weapons at the scene. A real shame. That'd be some decisive evidence.
So when you said it was a knife, was that a guess based on analyzing the wound?
I wouldn't call it a guess. The coroner outright stated that the weapon was a sharp knife-like instrument.
No more questions.
I think I'm starting to get the picture here. That should be it for questions.
Tell me, you detectives out in Kamurocho always this hands-on?
Sorry, what?
I'm saying you guys work quick. We had barely set foot in Seiryo High, and you already had the run of the place. Hell, you even closed in on that Sawa-sensei and got a meeting with her.
I was just lucky to have been there on another case.
Is that right? What? What's wrong?
Somebody's spying on us with binoculars.
No shit?
3 men, 30s probably. The one with binoculars is wearing a black jacket. My number's on my card!
Yagami!
Hey, wait up! You won't get away.
Catch the suspicious man.
Damn, hot shot. You're quick on your feet. So let's hear why this fool had eyes on us.
He claims he just wanted to see the scene for himself.
It's true. Ask the other two guys with me. They'll be here any minute.
So you were here gawking, is that it? Better than busting in like you own the place.
I thought that was water under the bridge.
So, who are you? Why'd you run?
I ran because I saw a cop jump out a window and charge at me. Are you saying you'd stick around if you saw that?
He thinks you're a cop. Should we get you a badge and a hat?
I'd be honored.
Do you have any ID on you?
Will my license work?
Takayuki-san, age 30.
What do you do for work?
Oh, I'm just a professional pencil pusher. Biotech, planning and management.
Are your other two pals biologists too?
No, one's an investor and the other's a consultant. We all went to high school together.
Says here you have a Tokyo address. What brings you to Yokohama?
Oh, well, I'm organizing a class reunion in Chinatown. So I
This ain't the way to Chinatown.
Oh, we thought since we came all the way to Yokohama...
Pretty morbid idea, isn't it?
What high school did you all attend?
Kurakawa Academy. Hey!
Oh. Only to verify your buddy's identification as well.
Nabi-san!
Alright, you jokers are free to go.
Guess that settles it. We're just dumbass rubberneckers. Tough break, huh?
I don't mind.
Draw?
I'm auto-stall.
Yeah, well, you're striking. Now that that's settled, give my regards to
Okay, but I'm going to end here because I have to run for work. So thank you guys for watching. Today was a shorter stream. And I'll see you later tonight with another part. So take care.